The National Food Distribution Task Force providing emergency food assistance to vulnerable Bahamians and residents. The government injecting millions of dollars into the program to help those impacted by the economic fallout caused by COVID-19. Jamila Mizik has an update tonight.
To date, some 46,000 households across the country registered for the National Food Distribution Program, a clear indication that the need for assistance is growing. That according to Program Chair Susan Larson.
As you would know, we have zone leaders all across the islands working to hand out food assistance in the form of vouchers or food parcels. In Grand Bahama, the type of assistance is the food vouchers. The task force is working very hard. We are constantly analyzing what we're doing and trying to improve on it, tweak it, and be able to offer better and faster service to everybody in need.
She says they're looking at ways to stretch the allocated budget because as more people register for assistance, they have to continually figure out ways to make the available funds work for a greater number of people.
We're always looking at ways to value engineer the parcels in particular and still provide people with a nice balanced food parcel. Obviously in the case of the food parcels. With the food vouchers, people can purchase what they need. Well, the government has pledged $16 million to the program. The current weekly allocation is $1 million. That is their portion, and then the NGOs are contributing an additional 15%, and they are also contributing hundreds of man-hours, hundreds. So their value is not just measured by their contribution to the budget. It goes far beyond that.
She says they're finding that patterns are being duplicated across the islands. The only difference is where there are concentrated pockets of populations, the need is greater.
People who were negatively impacted by Dorian, and that would certainly affect most of your viewers in the northern Bahamas. Those persons became vulnerable right after Dorian and largely have remained that way in what is now essentially a year after Dorian's landfall. So, and then added to those impacted by Dorian are those that have been impacted, their employment status has been impacted by the COVID pandemic. So we're talking about large portions of the population. Their level of vulnerability has certainly changed dramatically.
Larson says they're doing everything that they can to respond to the growing need, and they're asking for the public support and understanding because this is an unprecedented undertaking.
The NGOs that are involved are in need of financial support. It's not automatic for them to make that 15% contribution. So we're always asking for philanthropic support. We can assure donors that monies are being well taken care of, and we can provide all of the documentation on how donations are being spent.
Now, Larson adds that they're always open to good suggestions on how they can make improvements, and persons can contact them on their Facebook page at Feed Bahamas or email them at nfd@rapidbahamas.com. Jamila Mizik, ZNS Network News.